West 11 Sports Media presents Littlefield High School Baseball on the Littlefield Sports Network. Today's live broadcast is brought to you by the following Wildcats and Lady Cats supporters: the Littlefield Independent School District, First United Bank of Littlefield, Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, Hillcrest Funeral Home, Wiley Implement and Spray Center. Also by Durable Builds, the Lance Insurance Agency, Brown Flying Service, Always Towing, Energy Fitness, and First Federal Bank Littlefield. We will go live to the ballpark right after a word from some of our Littlefield Wildcats supporters.
At Littlefield ISD, we're not just upgrading facilities, we're creating opportunities. Where students excel in dual credit courses, engage in effective vocational programs, and achieve associate's degrees upon graduation. Our staff brings real-world experience, guiding students to think critically and solve problems. Here we stand united in our mission to develop and inspire every student as we embrace the spirit of Wildcat magic.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for tuning in here on Littlefield Wildcat Network. My name is Gabe Montalvo, and I'm here at Littlefield High School Stadium in Littlefield, Texas, bringing you play-by-play action for this district matchup between your Littlefield Wildcats and the Shallowater Mustangs. Before we kick things off, I just want to inform you guys on what the district standings are coming into Tats. With a record of 4-2, Roosevelt is holding down or is tied with Dimmitt for second, with another record of 4-2. And then you have three teams with the same record, Littlefield, Slayton, and Idalou, with 3 wins and 3 losses. And then at the bottom of the district, you have Millshoe 1-5 and Friona 0-6. So that is the district standing so far of tonight's game. We're doing the national anthem real quick. I'm going to go ahead and take it with them. I'll be right back.
Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, right here in Littlefield, provides grade A, gold star quality milk products to manufacturers around the world. We are proud to be here in Littlefield, and we support our student athletes. Our philosophy is to be a good neighbor to everyone in this town. We take pride in our work and in our community. Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, farms, people, and technology, achieving gold star quality. Go Cats!
What do dirty boots have to do with banking? Nothing unless you're one of our ag lenders. Just like farming and ranching, agribusiness requires hard work, and most banks aren't willing to get their hands or their boots dirty. Since 1907, we've been working closely with producers to keep their operations successful. Whether it's an operational loan, or a loan for land or equipment, we're one of the most dominant ag lenders in the state. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just now tuning in, I'm Gabe Montalvo here at Littlefield High School Stadium, bringing you play-by-play action for this district matchup between the Shallowater Mustangs and your Littlefield Wildcats. Now that the national anthem is over, let me get you the starting lineups for today's game, starting with the Shallowater Mustangs. Batting first for the Mustangs, number 5, Maddox McDonald. Batting in the 2 spot, number 3, Rylan Jeffcott. Batting third, Garrett Boschma, the cleanup hitter for the Mustangs, number 6, Manning Mitchell. Next is number 11, Gavin Guajaro. Number 7, Connor Shires. Batting after him, number 9, Caden Freitag. Batting after him, Number 14, Trenton Medley. After that, you have number 16, Rylan Brown. And rounding off the lineup for the Mustangs, number 10, Connor Loafman. Now for your Littlefield Wildcats, leading things off and starting things off on the mound is number 2, Gabe Mata. Batting in that 2 spot for Littlefield and commanding things behind the plate, excuse me, number 8, Jaden Kirkland. Batting in that 3 spot, number 28, Kason Villarreal. Batting as the cleanup hitters today for the Wildcats, number 20, Anastasio Ayala. Batting in that 5 spot for Littlefield, number 22, Dawson Atkins. In the 6th spot, number 32, CJ Weaver. Batting in that 7th spot is number 4, Kaiser Billingsley. Batting 8th for the Littlefield Wildcats is number 6, Blayton Solis. And rounding off the batting lineup for the Wildcats is number 18, Carlos Almonte. He is the designated hitter in tonight's game, batting for number 12, Tate Clark. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'll get you the positions as the time goes on. You just got to know pitcher, Gabe Mata, catcher, Jaden Kirkland. You got first base, you have CJ Weaver. At second, Dawson Atkins. Shortstop, Kaiser Billingsley. And third base is Blayton Solis. Trying to scout out the outfield, I think Anastasio Ayala in center. Kason Villarreal in left. And Tate Clark in right. But here we go. First pitch of the day. Be high, misses for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Next pitch. Misses in the same spot for ball 2. So 2-0. Next pitch. 3-0 to Maddox McDonald. Next pitch. Gets in there for a call, strike 1. So the count to Maddox is 3 balls, 1 strike. That pitch is swung on. Hit to Billingsley, fields it, makes the throw to first, overthrows CJ. So an error will give Maddox McDonald first base. So up next to the plate will be Rylan Jeffcott. Rylan comes to the plate with no outs and a runner on first after an error from the Wildcats. So here we go. Runner on first. New batter. Back kick attempt is no good as Maddox dives back safe. Count still no balls, no strike. Next pitch, first pitch I should say, is hit. Bounces off Weaver's glove, who has nobody covering first. So both batters will reach their bases safe. So another error right there from the Wildcats, and already here in the first inning, 2 errors. But up next to the plate is the 3 spot, number 17, Garrett Boschma. And Boschma can swing it too, man. He has the hot stick for the Mustangs. But here we go. 2 batters on, or runners on base. Back pick attempt nearly misses Dawson Atkins' glove. Both runners will hold. Still have no first pitch to Boschma. And here we go. Mata comes set. His pitch. Low and inside. It's hit deep. And it's gone. First pitch crushing. It's going to be a 3-run home run for Garrett Boschma. Just like that, The Mustangs are up 3-0 over the Wildcats here in the first inning. I told y'all, ladies and gentlemen, man, low and inside, he took it. Next up in the lineup is the cleanup hitter now, number 6, Manning Mitchell. So here we go, no runners on. First pitch. They're going to say he went. It's going to be strike 1. So 0-1 the count to Manning. Next pitch. Low and away for ball 1. 1-1 is the count. One ball, one strike, no runners on, no outs here in the first. Next pitch is hit, pop fly. Tate Clark trips, stumbles. He's not going to get to it. Another error right there. You have Manning rounding second, heading to third. His coach will hold him over there at third base. So an error right there gives Manning Mitchell a triple. We have 3 errors so far in the games, ladies and gentlemen, just from Littlefield alone here in the first inning. So runner on third will bring up to the plate number 11, Gavin Guajardo. Gavin comes up, no outs, runner on third. Mata from the windup. Batter will take that pitch for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Here comes Mata's next pitch. A miss outside for ball 2. Still a runner on third. Score is 3-0 here in the top of the first. Next pitch. Stay high for ball 3. 3-0 the count. It's 3 balls, no strikes to Gavin. And next pitch, ball 4 in the dirt, will send Gavin to first. And up next to the plate for the Mustangs is number 7, Connor Shires. And Hartley's going to take a trip to the mound. Not sure if there will be a pitching change or what. Hopefully he can get Mata's headspace back in there. We'll keep it here, ladies and gentlemen, just in case. If he does decide to change pitchers, you will be hearing from our wonderful sponsors. Love them. I love them to death. They're awesome. But yeah, after a huge, if I had instant replay, ladies and gentlemen, I'd show y'all. And unfortunately, I knew that was going to happen too. Garrett Boschma took Gabe Mata right over the left fence. And that's how they extended their lead, 3-0 over Littlefield so far. You hate to see it because it's your own team, obviously, but at the same time, that's just baseball. You gotta love to see stuff like that. Seeing a home run has got to be cool. Obviously, not when it's against your team, but, you know. But all right, Hartley comes back out. Hopefully, Mata's in the right headspace. There's a runner on first and a runner on third. So runners on the corners for the Mustangs. And up at the plate is number 7, Connor Shires. And there's still no outs here in the first. Here we go. The first pitch to Connor underway. Gets away from Kirkland, and that runner from first will advance to second. So now Shallowater has 2 runners in scoring position. The count is 1-0 to Mr. Connor. Infield is squeezed in for Littlefield. Next pitch. Gets in there for a called strike 1. 1-1 the count. Next pitch. Connor shows bunt. ends up in Jaden's hand, who tags the runner out. They try to get a squeeze bunt down, but it did not go so good. That's an out right there for Littlefield. First out of the inning. The count is still 2 balls, 1 strike. But we do have a runner at third, as that runner from second crapped his way over there. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. After a missed bunt from Connor. Here comes Mata's delivery. Swung on. Fielded by Blado, who makes the throw in time for out number 2. It's a good check right there from Blayton Solis to hold the runner at third. Up next to the plate is number 9, Caden Freetig, or Freetag. Let's say Caden. Caden next up at the plate, I think. Yeah, Caden Freetig. Caden comes to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on third. The score is 3-0. Mustangs leading. First pitch, Caden swung on and fouled off. That'll be strike 1 to Caden. Next pitch underway is hit into the gap for a base hit, and another run will score for the Mustangs. So a base hit scores 1. Up next to the plate is number 14, Trenton Medley. Medley comes to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first. The second baseman for the Mustangs. No balls, 1 strike, still 2 outs. Runner still on first. Next pitch is high. Jaden's back pick attempt. Nearly there, but that runner gets back safe. So 1 ball, 1 strike is the count to Medley. On a set, here comes his next pitch. Swung on and missed for a called strike 2. He did not want to swing at that. Just telling the way he swung. But here we go. 1-2 now, the count to Medley. 2 outs. Pitch is swung on, hit back to Mata, who fields it, makes the throw in time for out number 3. And Littlefield finally gets their self out of the inning. Not before the Mustangs can throw up 4 runs. So we're heading into the bottom of the first, 4-0. We'll be right back.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We're here now in the bottom of the first. Littlefield trailing 4-0 to the Mustangs. After a 3-run home run from Garrett Boschma and a few errors, Littlefield here in the first inning with 3 errors in the books. Not something you want to start with, but hopefully the Wildcats can clean it up. Oh, man. Sorry about the camera, ladies and gentlemen. We're using the huddle camera. That's what we're doing. All right, there we go. So here we go. Leading things off for Littlefield is number 2, Gabe Mata. Mata will face the pitcher from Shallowater, number 10, Connor Loafman. So Loafman versus Mata to see if Littlefield can get back some of those runs. We shall see. So here we go. First pitch. Mata shows bunt, pulls back. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. Next pitch underway. Stays high for ball 2. 2-0 the count to Gabe Mata. Mata versus Loafman. Here comes Loafman's next pitch. Gets in there for strike 1. Right down the middle. So 2 balls, 1 strike is the count to Gabe Mata. Next pitch is behind Gabe's head for ball 3. I don't know if that was a curveball or what, but it didn't break. And Gabe just tried to wear it, but it missed him. 3-1. That pitch swung on and fouled off for strike 2. So 4. Here we go. Next pitch is taken for a ball 4. So Mata will reach first after taking ball 4. And up next to the plate is the catcher, Jaden Kirkland. So Kirkland comes to the plate with no outs and a runner on first. Kirkland shows bunt. Will slap it, but he'll miss it for strike 1. So 0-1 the count now to Kirkland. Still a runner on first with no outs. Kirkland shows bunt again. Third baseman's crashing. That pitch is high and away for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Mata's still on first. Hartley getting the sign in to both people. Here we go. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. Swung on and missed for strike 2. 1-2 the count to Kirkland. One ball, 2 strikes, no outs. A runner on first still. Let's see what Kirkland can do. Mata steals. Kirkland backwards K, but Mata is safe on a stolen bag. So runner advances off a stolen bag, and Kirkland goes down looking. And up next to the plate, the sophomore, number 28, Kason Villarreal. But here we go. 1 out. First pitch. It's taken for strike 1. So 0-1 the count. Next pitch. It misses the zone for ball 1. And Mata's going to reach third off of a catching the defense lacking. So a runner now on third. Great base running right there from Gabe Mata. So a base hit would score 1 from Kaysen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch is low and away for ball 2. It's 2 balls, 1 strike is the count to Kaysen. Score is still 4-0. We're here in the first inning, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you watching at home. But here we go. Pitcher comes set. Here's the next pitch. That curve gets in there for strike 2. Fortunately for Littlefield, that curve breaks late. It's kind of hard to get a read on it. But the count is now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kaysen. There's a runner on third with 1 out. Next pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So Kaysen goes down swinging. And up next to the plate is the center fielder, Anastasio Ayala. So Ane comes up with 2 outs. The base runner still on third. First pitch. Swung on and fouled off for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Next pitch. Ayala. 1-1. Next pitch. In the dirt for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike is the count to Ayala. Next pitch. Curveball that breaks in there for strike 2. And I'm telling y'all, this curve just breaks so late. It doesn't have like the speed on it, but it has the spin. So it comes in slow and then it'll just boom. You get every single one of the Littlefield Wildcats so far. 2-2's the count though. Next pitch. Swung on, hit right back to the pitcher who fields it, makes the throw in time for out number 3. And that's going to do it for the first inning of play, ladies and gentlemen. We head into the second. Littlefield trailing 4-0. We'll be right back.
Brown Flying Service in Littlefield provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer full-service spraying and crop dusting for your agriculture operation. The Browns are longtime supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats and send them all the best in tonight's game. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Have you been thinking about updating your home with a new remodel? If you are, the only call to make is to Eli Cueto of Durable Builds. Let us transform your house into your dream home. Durable Builds is insured and serves the entire area. We specialize in kitchen remodeling, but have experience in whole house renovations, including room additions, family, dining, living, laundry, and closet spaces. For more information, visit durablebuilds.com or call 806-891-1076. And let's get started on a personalized home remodel just for you.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We're here in the second inning. Littlefield currently trailing by a score of 4-0 to the Mustangs. And at the plate for Shallowater is number 16, I believe, Rylan Brown. He'll take that pitch, his first pitch, for a called strike 1. 0-1 the count. Next pitch. It's low and away for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Next pitch is outside for ball 2. 2-1. Next pitch underway. Misses outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike is the count. Next pitch. Misses outside for ball 4. And we're back to the top of the lineup for the Mustangs. Out the plate is now number 5, Maddox McDonald. So here we go. Maddox, I believe, got on his first trip to the plate. But here we go. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0-1 the count to Maddox. There's a runner on first, no outs. Next pitch, taken for a ball. There's a throw down to second for out number 1. Guess that's the good thing about playing teams that aren't used to playing on turf like Shallowater. You slide too early or too late, you'll slide right through the bag, and that's exactly what happened. So there's now 1 out, 1 ball, and 1 strike to Maddox. He'll take that next pitch for called strike 2, though. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. No runners on. Next pitch. Swung on and hits a Kaiser. Fields it. Makes the throw, but not in time to catch a high-flying Maddox. So Maddox will reach first. And up next to the plate is number 3, Rylan Jeffcott. So Jeffcott at the plate with 1 out and a runner on first. Here we go. Back pick attempt. Not in time. Count remains. No balls, no strikes. Game comes set. First pitch. Hits the outside of the zone for called strike 1. 0-1 the count. No balls, 1 strike is the count to Rylan Jeffcott. Runner still on first. Next pitch, swung on, and it's going to get down. It might get in the gap, and it will. Here comes the runner rounding to home. Jeffcott rounding second. His coach is going to say hold at third. And just like that, a triple RBI for Jeffcott. The Mustangs have the first run of the inning. And up next to the plate, number 17, Garrett Boschma. Boschma hit a home run his last time at bat. So we'll see what they do this time. They're going to intentionally walk him. I do not blame Hartley. So intentional walk puts runners on the corners. Up next to the plate, number 6, Manning Mitchell. So here we go. Mitchell comes to the plate with 1 out. Runners on the corners. The first pitch is low and away for ball 1. Oh, or 1-0 the count. Runners still on the corners. There's still 1 out. Next pitch. Low and away. Kirkland throws down, and it's in time to catch Boschma stealing. I guess Boschma thought Kirkland wasn't going to pay no attention to him. He thought wrong. 2 outs. Just a base runner on third. So 2-0 is the count, though. 2 outs. Like I said, a base runner on third. Umpire's going to call time. Guess we'll see what he's doing. All right. So we're back. 2 balls, no strikes. Forgot the batter at the plate. Next pitch. Misses the zone for ball 3. So 3-0 is the count to Manning Mitchell. Next pitch. Swung on. And it'll go foul for strike 1. 3-1 the count to Manning. Still 2 outs. Scores 5-0 here in the top of the second. Next pitch. Swung on. Goes foul again for strike 2. So full count now to Manning. Be a change of balls. All right. Full count. 2 outs. 3-2-2 on the board. Score still 5-0. Runner on third as well. Next pitch, though. In the dirt for ball 4. So Manning will reach first. Runner on the corners, and we got Gavin coming back to the plate. So here we go. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Littlefield needs to get out of this inning to avoid an undiggable hole. Like I said, there's 2 outs, though. You got runners on the corners. Here we go. Modicum set. First pitch. Gets in there for called strike 1. 0-1 the count to Gavin. I believe his last time at bat was one of the errors on Littlefield. I think it was a shot to right field, which our right fielder stumbled. But here we go. No balls, 1 strike. Next pitch, runner from first will go. That's it up the gap. And they both collide. Both middle infielders collide. And a runner will score. So with collision out there, scores a runner. It looks like they're all right, though. It's Kaiser, Billingsley, and Dawson Adkins. Those are just hard to call people off on. That ball was smoked up the middle. I guess they will give him some time to catch his breath a little bit. With that, there's going to be a pitcher change, I believe. So I'll take it with him. We'll be right back right after this.
Energy Fitness is Littlefield's newest 24-hour fitness center with affordable monthly membership rates and never any contracts. Energy Fitness is for everyone. Whether you want to get in shape, lose weight, build muscle, or just stay in motion, Energy Fitness has something for you. We have free weights, a cardio room, 14-station strength circuit, turf area, and more. Located at 713 West Marshall Howard Boulevard in Littlefield. Call us at 806-551-2371 or visit EnergyFitnessLFD.com for more information.
Hit a home run and open a free checking account at First Federal Bank, Lamb County's hometown bank. No monthly maintenance fees, free bank statements, free checking account servicing, free online banking and bill pay, free mobile deposit and free smiles when you bank at First Federal Bank in Littlefield. Remember to choose the Wildcat debit card, and by doing so, First Federal Bank will contribute a small donation to LISD. We proudly support your Littlefield Wildcats. First Federal Bank Littlefield, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit with David McGehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, after a pitching change. Now pitching in relief for Gabe Mata is the center fielder, number 20, Anastasio Ayala. So Ayala will come in to relieve our middle infielders, Kaiser Billingsley and Dawson Atkins. The score is now 6-0. But here we go. First pitch is low for ball one. So 1-0 the count. Runners still on first and second. Next pitch. Misses the zone for ball two. At the plate is Connor Shires. 2-0 the count. Still 2 outs. Here we go. Maybe. Nope. Connor steps off. But here we go. Here comes his next pitch. Hopefully. 2 balls, no strikes. That pitch is swung on and fouled off for strike one. 2-1 the count. To Anastasio Ayala. Or excuse me, to I think Connor. Maybe. Yeah, Connor. 2 balls, 1 strike. Still 2 outs here in the second inning. Back pick attempt. Ooh. Was in time for out number 3. Oh, man. What a back pick. Caught me off guard, too. That's going to do it for the second inning to play, ladies and gentlemen. We're heading into the bottom of the second. Score 6-0.
At Littlefield ISD, we're not just upgrading facilities, we're creating opportunities. Where students excel in dual credit courses, engage in effective vocational programs, and achieve associate's degrees upon graduation. Our staff brings real-world experience, guiding students to think critically and solve problems. Here we stand united in our mission to develop and inspire every student as we embrace the spirit of Wildcat magic.
Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, right here in Littlefield, provides grade A, Gold Star quality milk products to manufacturers around the world. We are proud to be here in Littlefield, and we support our student athletes. Our philosophy is to be a good neighbor to everyone in this town. We take pride in our work and in our community. Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, farms, people, and technology, achieving Gold Star quality. Go Cats!
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We're here in the bottom of the second inning. Littlefield currently trailing this game to the Mustangs by a score of 6-0. But we'll see. Hopefully Littlefield can get the sticks hot But leading things off to start the inning for Littlefield is number 22, the second baseman, Dawson Adkins. Here we go. Dawson will come to face Connor Loafman. Loafman, the pitcher for the Mustangs. But here we go. Dawson fixing something. All right. He steps in. Let's go. Dawson versus Loafman. First pitch. High and inside for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch. Swung on, hit to the third baseman who fields it, makes the throw for out number 1. So with Dawson going out, up next to the plate is number 32, C.J. Weaver, the first baseman for Littlefield. Here we go. 1 out, no runners on. First pitch is outside for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Next pitch. Swung on and popped straight up. Oh, man, I got the thing open. Oh, it didn't hit us. Thank God. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to C.J. Weaver. One's across the board. Like I said, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, no runners on. That pitch, though, is swung on. But the center fielder's camping right where it was hit to. That'll bring up out number 2. And up next to the plate is the shortstop, number 4, Kaiser Billingsley. Billingsley comes to the plate with 2 outs, nobody on. We're here in the second where Littlefield still trails by 6. First pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Oh, and 1 the count. Next pitch. High and inside for ball 1. Next pitch. It's taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch. Fastball outside for ball 3. Green 1. That pitch is inside for ball 4. So Kaiser will reach bases off a walk. And up next to the plate is number 6, Blayton Solis. So here we go. Solis will come up with 2 outs and a runner on first. But here we go. Runner on first. First pitch. Low and away. Strike 1. Oh, and 1 the count. Next pitch. High and inside for ball 1. 1-1 the count to Solis. Kaiser's still on first. Next pitch. Swung on And it'll get nope. Shortstop runs over to make the grab for out number 3. That's going to do it for the inning, ladies and gentlemen. We head into the third. The score 6-0. We'll be right back.
What do dirty boots have to do with banking? Nothing unless you're one of our ag lenders. Just like farming and ranching, agribusiness requires hard work, and most banks aren't willing to get their hands or their boots dirty. Since 1907, we've been working closely with producers to keep their operations successful. Whether it's an operational loan, or a loan for land or equipment, we're one of the most dominant ag lenders in the state. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We're here now in the third inning of play. Littlefield, Anastasio Ayala Anastasio Ayala on the mound. Up to bat, number 7, Connor Shires. Connor is also the designated hitter, so he's not playing the field. I don't know why I said also. But all right. Connor versus Ane. First pitch. Misses low for ball 1. 1-0. Next pitch underway. Gets in there for called strike 1. So 1-1 the count. Next pitch is hit to Dawson Adkins, who fields it, makes the throw in time for out number 1. So up next to the plate is number 9, Caden Freetag. Caden's also playing first for the Mustangs. So we got 1 out, no runners on. Here comes Caden. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and fouled off for strike 1. 0-1 the count to Caden. Next pitch underway. Swung on and hit. It's up. Go foul, and it does. That would have stayed fair. That would have been extra bases for sure. Strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes is the count to Mr. Caden. He'll walk back. Strike gangsta. But here we go. Maybe. 0-2, 1 out. No runners on. Here comes the next pitch. Low and away for ball 1. 1-2 the count. Next pitch is low. Ball 2. He bounced off the ump's hand too. But he seems to be okay, ladies and gentlemen. No major damage. He's good. Just thought y'all should know. Two balls, 2 strikes to count to Caden. Littlefield playing a little bit of a shift on him. Here we go. Next pitch. Swung on. Hit to Kaiser, who fields it. Makes the throw in time for out number 2. So 2 outs now for Littlefield. And up next to the plate, number 14, Trenton Medley. So Trenton to come to the plate with 2 outs and no base runners on. Here comes the first pitch. Hits the zone for strike 1. So 0-1 the count to Trenton. Next pitch. In the dirt for ball 1. 1-1 the count. 2 outs, no runners on. On is going to quick pitch him. On and finding the groove. Batter cost time. But here we go. Strike 2. So 1-2 is the count to Trenton Medley. Next pitch underway. Swung on, and it's going to get in there for a base hit. Jason bobbles it. Medley thinking about coming to second, but he'll hold at first. So base hit for Medley. Up next to the plate, number 16, the center fielder, Rylan Brown. So Rylan comes to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first. But here we go. First pitch. High and away. Ball 1. Next pitch. Hits outside of the zone for strike 1. 1-1 the count. Back pick attempt. Not in time. Count remains. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch is away. There's going to be a balk called. So a balk will be called and the runner would advance. So runner advances. Count remains 1-1. You play Jeopardy songs every time they take forever. Here we go. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to Brown. Next pitch. Misses for ball 2. 2-1 is the count to Rylan. Call him Rylan squared because they have another one. Ball 3. 3-1 is the count to Rylan squared. Here comes the next pitch. Misses for ball 4. So Rylan squared will reach a base. It'll bring up to the plate, the top of the lineup, number 5, Maddox McDonald. So Maddox comes to the plate with 2 outs and runners on first and second. Here we go. Comes the first pitch from Anne. Anne holds still time. Things will reset. Here we go. First pitch to Maddox. Curveball, breaks. Not in the zone. Ball 1. Good pitch right there. Comes the next pitch. It's hit. Fielded by Bladen Solis, who runs to his bag and will tag it for out number 3. And that's going to do it for the top of the third. We head into the bottom of it. Littlefield still trailing by a score of 6-0. We'll be right back.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Brown Flying Service in Littlefield provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer full-service spraying and crop dusting for your agriculture operation. The Browns are longtime supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats and send them all the best in tonight's game. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, it took me a minute to come back, but we're here in the bottom of the third. Score is 6-0. Wildcats trailing. That first pitch to number 18, I believe, is Carlos Almontes, if I'm not mistaken. 1-0 is the count. Or 0-1, I mean. Next pitch is swung on. The second baseman is going to find his way over for the catch. Almontes will be the first out of the inning, and we're back to the top of the lineup. That's number 2, Gabe Mata. So Mata comes up with 1 out, no base runners on. Here we go. First pitch. He'll hold on that for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Next pitch is away for ball 2. 2-0 is the count. Next pitch. Behind Mata's head again for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Next pitch is low in the zone, but he'll hit it. Strike 1. 3-1. Next pitch underway. Swung on. It'll go foul. Strike 2. So full count now to Gabe Mata. One out, no runners on still. But here we go. Here comes the next pitch. Behind Gabe again Ball 4. This pitcher is all over the place. My goodness. It's a zone. Anyway, up next to the plate is the catcher, Jaden Kirkland. Kirkland comes to the plate with 1 out and a base runner on first. Littlefield still trailing 6-0. But here we go. Mata on first. Jaden calls time. Mata doing a good job distracting the pitcher. Littlefield, one of, if not Littlefield's best base runner. Keeping the pitcher on his toes. But here we go. Still 0-0 count. Back pick attempt. No good. Count remains 0-0. So here comes the next pitch. Swung on and it's fouled off for strike 1. 1-1 the, or excuse me, 0-1 the count. Runner still on first. Here comes the next pitch. Nope, he's going to try to back pick. That's nearly in time for Mata. He'll be back safe. Mata playing Russian roulette out there. Count remains 0-1. Next pitch. Is swung on and fouled off again for strike 2. 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes. There's 1 out. Gabe Mata still on first. Next pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Kirkland goes down swinging. Up next to the plate is Sea Dog, number 28, Payson Villarreal. So Villarreal comes to the plate with 2 outs and a base runner on first. We're here in the bottom of the third, Littlefield trailing 6-0. Here we go. No first pitch yet. Oh no, still the count. There's 2 outs. Just trying to find something to talk about. First pitch. He'll hold. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. To Mr. Payson Villarreal. Next pitch. Swung on. It's fouled off for strike 1. So 1-1 is the count to Villarreal. Here we go. Next pitch. Underway. Swung on. Hit to the third baseman. Fields it. Makes the throw in time for out number 3. And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for the third inning to play. We head to the fourth. Your score, 6-0. We'll be right back.
Have you been thinking about updating your home with a new remodel? If you are, the only call to make is to Eli Cueto of Durable Builds. Let us transform your house into your dream home. Durable Builds is insured and serves the entire area. We specialize in kitchen remodeling, but have experience in whole house renovations, including room additions, family, dining, living, laundry, and closet spaces. For more information, visit durablebuilds.com or call 806-891-1076. And let's get started on a personalized home remodel just for you.
Energy Fitness is Littlefield's newest 24-hour fitness center. With affordable monthly membership rates and never any contracts, Energy Fitness is for everyone. Whether you want to get in shape, lose weight, build muscle, or just stay in motion, Energy Fitness has something for you. We have free weights, a cardio room, 14-station strength circuit, turf area, and more. Located at 713 West Marshall Howard Boulevard in Littlefield. Call us at 806-551-2371 or visit Energy Fitness LF.
Hit a home run and open a free checking account at First Federal Bank, Lamb County's hometown bank. No monthly maintenance fees, free bank statements, free checking account servicing, free online banking and bill pay, free mobile deposit, and free smiles when you bank at First Federal Bank in Littlefield. Remember to choose the Wildcat debit card, and by doing so, First Federal Bank will contribute a small donation to LISD. We proudly support your Littlefield Wildcats. First Federal Bank Littlefield, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We're here in the fourth inning of play. Score is 6-0. Littlefield trailing to the Mustangs. But here we go. First pitch. Ball one. All right, I forgot who's at the plate. It's number 3, Rylan Jeffcott. Next pitch underway. Low and away, ball 2. 2-0. Next pitch is low for ball 3. 3-0 the count now to Rylan. Whatever. To Rylan. Next pitch is outside for ball 4. So 4 straight balls will rock Rylan. And up next to the plate is a 3-hole. They're going to intentional walk him again. Yep, they are. Boschma gets walked again. Yeah. So intentional walk on Garrett Boschma brings up to the plate Manning Mitchell. So Mitchell at the plate with no outs, 2 runners on. Yeah, I would have walked Garrett Boschma too. That boy can hit. But here we go. First pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. Here it comes. Nope, next back pick attempt. None time. Count remains. One ball, no strikes to Manning. Next pitch, swung on. And it goes foul for strike 1. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry if y'all can hear me breathing. It's just very hard to breathe over here. 1-1 the count. There's still no outs Runners on second and first. Back pick attempt. Not a time. So the count remains. And it comes set. Here comes his next pitch to Manning. Hopefully. Yep. Gets in there for strike 2. 1-2 the count. So 1-2 the count. Back pick attempt. No good. Next pitch. Hits Manning right in his back. Now Littlefield has bases loaded with no outs. And Gavin, number 11, Gavin, let's see what position he plays. The left fielder is at the plate. And I think there's going to be a pitching change. But anyway, I'm going to take this little break with him, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit with David McGehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available. For auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more, go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
We're back in, ladies and gentlemen. Up now at the plate, or is still Gavin, the left fielder for the Mustangs. I mean, he has bases loaded, but here comes the first pitch. That pitch misses the zone for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Next pitch. Swung on. Fouled off for strike 1. And Jaden Kirkland's going to take that one off. I don't know if that was the hand or the chest pad, but seems to be all right. So 1 ball, 1 strike. All right, here we go. Everyone's hydrated. Everyone's good. The count's still 1-1. There's no outs here in the 4th, or top of the 4th, I should say. Pause time. I guess Kirkland's still not good. All right. He's good now, hopefully. 1-1. On him might hold till time. That's what he's going to do. So Ane holds still time. The count remains. You guessed it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here we go. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on and fouled off for strike 2. 1-2 now the count to Gavin. All right, here we go. 1-2. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So Littlefield gets the first out of the inning. And up next to the plate is number 7, Connor Shires. So Connor comes to the plate with 1 out and bases loaded. Score still 6. Strike 1. 0-1 the count. Still 1 out, like I said, and bases are still loaded. Next pitch is swung on, hit right up the middle for a base hit. At least 2 runs will score. And 2 will. Just like that, Shallowater extends their lead from a base hit from Connor Shires. Next up at the plate is number 9, Caden Freitag. So Caden comes to the plate with a 1 out and runners on 3rd and 2nd. Score is now 8-0 here in the top of the 4th. We go. First pitch. Swung on, hit, base hit. Again. 2 runs will score. A 2-run RBI for the Mustangs. And just like that, score is now 10-0. And up next to the plate is number 14, Trenton Medley. So Senior Medley comes to the plate with 1 out and a runner on first. Scores 10-0 here at the top of the 4th. Back pick attempt. Not good. Count remains. No balls, no strikes to Mr. Medley. Next, first pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Here comes, nope, the back pick. No good. 0-1 still the count to Mr. Medley. Next pitch. That's swung on. It's hit straight up. I don't know who's going to get it. No one's going to get it. It drops. So just like that, an error caused from Littlefield leads to a double. Up next to the plate is Rylan Brown. I don't know what happened right there. I guess Mata didn't see it or something. It bounced right in front of him. Score still 10-0 though, but now there's 2 runners in scoring position here in the 4th. And up at the plate is Rylan Brown. Yep. But here comes the next pitch. This is outside for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Still 1 out. Next pitch underway. Batter will hold. Ball 2. 2-0. Next pitch is taken for strike one. 21 the count. Next pitch is outside for ball three. Here we go. Next pitch is out here for what I'm thinking is going to be a pitching change. It's early. I'll wait to see. And it will be. All right. So with that, I'll get it to you guys when it happens.
At Littlefield ISD, we're not just upgrading facilities, we're creating opportunities. Where students excel in dual credit courses, engage in effective vocational programs, and achieve associate's degrees upon graduation. Our staff brings real-world experience, guiding students to think critically and solve problems. Here we stand united in our mission to develop and inspire every student as we embrace the spirit of Wildcat magic.
Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, right here in Littlefield, provides grade A, Gold Star quality milk products to manufacturers around the world. We are proud to be here in Littlefield, and we support our student athletes. Our philosophy is to be a good neighbor to everyone in this town. We take pride in our work and in our community. Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, farms, people, and technology, achieving Gold Star quality. Go Cats!
What do dirty boots have to do with banking? Nothing unless you're one of our ag lenders. Just like farming and ranching, agribusiness requires hard work, and most banks aren't willing to get their hands or their boots dirty. Since 1907, we've been working closely with producers to keep their operations successful. Whether it's an operational loan, or a loan for land or equipment, we're one of the most dominant ag lenders in the state. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Ladycats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We're here, the fourth inning of play. And now pitching in relief of Anastasio is the first baseman, number 32, CJ Weaver. So a lot of movement around the field for the Wildcats, but the score's still 10-0, one out, bases loaded. CJ's first pitch misses high for ball one. Next pitch underway. Outside for ball two. 2-0 the count. Here comes the next pitch. Hits outside of the zone for a call. It's strike one. At the plate, I don't know if I said it, is now number 5, Maddox McDonald. So back to the top of the lineup for the Mustangs. Next pitch. Stays high for ball 3. So 3-1 the count. Next pitch. Misses outside for ball 4. So a runner will walk in. And up next to the plate for the Mustangs, number 3, Rylan Yeah, just Ryland, because there's two Rylands. I'm going to confuse y'all at home. Not going to say the last name just to confuse everybody. But here we go. First Ryland, the 2-hole for the Mustangs. Scores now 11-0. First pitch. It's outside of the zone for strike one. For ball one. 1-1 the count. Next pitch. Swung on and missed for strike two. 1-2. Next pitch. Swung on and missed for strike three. And up next to the plate is number 17, Garrett Boschmo, with bases loaded. We can't walk him. We can't intentionally walk him. So let's see. First pitch. Swung on, fouled off for strike one. Let's go, CJ. Carve him up. Boschmo's been intentionally walked his last two ABs after the first one where he hit a bomb in the first inning. But here we go. Second pitch. Curveball swung on and fouled off for strike two. So CJ ahead in the count. Oh and 2. Next pitch. In the dirt. Bounces back. Runners will hold. 1-2. One and two. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on and missed for strike three. And just like that, CJ gets Littlefield out of the inning, but not before Shallowater could keep us or put 11 up on the board. With that, we'll take it to the bottom of the fourth. We'll be right back.
Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, right here in Littlefield, provides grade A, Gold Star quality milk products to manufacturers around the world. We are proud to be here in Littlefield, and we support our student athletes. Our philosophy is to be a good neighbor to everyone in this town. We take pride in our work and in our community. Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, farms, people, and technology, achieving Gold Star quality. Go Cats!
What do dirty boots have to do with banking? Nothing unless you're one of our ag lenders. Just like farming and ranching, agribusiness requires hard work, and most banks aren't willing to get their hands or their boots dirty. Since 1907, we've been working closely with producers to keep their operations successful. Whether it's an operational loan or a loan for land or equipment, we're one of the most dominant ag lenders in the state. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag.
And there's now a new pitcher for Shallowater. Number 2, I think, is what they said. Yeah, Landon Freetag. Leading things off this inning for Littlefield is number 20, Anastasio Ayala. Score is 10-0. Littlefield trailing. But here we go. First pitch is inside. Ball one. That was close. Next pitch is outside for ball two. Two balls, no strikes. Next pitch was low, but it hits the zone for strike one. 21 the count. Next pitch hits Anastasio. And he comes to the plate with no outs and a runner on first. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Littlefield's trailing. Here we go. Landon versus Dawson. First pitch, swung on. And it's going to get down on the right side for a foul ball. Strike one. Oh and 1 the count. Next pitch, not coming. Time called. A ball ended up in right field. 0-1 still your count. There's no outs. And Anastasio is on first for Littlefield. Here we go. Landon comes set. Comes the next pitch. Dawson will hold and take ball one. 1-1 the count. One ball, one strike. Here we go. Pitcher comes set. That ball's hit straight up. Right fielder settles under it, makes the catch for out number one. Next up for Littlefield is the now pitcher, number 32, CJ Weaver. So Weaver comes to the plate with one out and a runner on first. Littlefield still scoreless, 10-0. Here comes the 0-0 pitch. Swung on. It pops straight up. There's a collision and the ball drops. Dang it, boy. Everyone's good? Hopefully. Yep. Everybody's good. So that foul ball brings up strike one. All right. Still one out and a runner on first. Shallowater coaches are going to come to the mound. I think they're probably arguing for interference. Bruh. There's no way. There's no way. All right. We're back. No interference called. This count is 0-1. The runner on first is Anastasio Ayala. Here we go. Weaver versus Landon. Hard set, back pick. He's overthrown. Anastasio gets the second. So an error right there from the Mustangs. First one on the night. My goodness. Here we go. 0-1 still the count to. Nope. Next pitch. In the dirt. For ball 1. One's across the board now. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Here we go. Next pitch. In the dirt again. Gets away from the catcher, and there's now a runner on third with 1 out. Like a whole new defense out there for the Mustangs. And I'm pretty sure there is. They're up 10-0 here in the 4th. But here we go. Weaver ahead in the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here comes the next pitch. Hits the top of the zone for strike 1. Or strike 2, excuse me. So we got 22 now as the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That pitch is outside. Ball 3. Full count now to Weaver. Three and 2. And that pitch is outside for ball 4. Runners now in the corners. And up next to the plate is number 4, Kaiser Billingsley. So Kaiser will come to the plate with 1 out. Runners on the corners. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Littlefield still scoreless. Here we go. First pitch. It's taken for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Here we go. Pitcher comes set now. Next pitch. CJ's going to go. And they're going to catch Anastasio in a pickle. They sure do. But he gets it safe. And Weaver gets it all the way to third. So Littlefield finally breaks the drought. We score a run. 10-1 now the score. Weaver now on first. So 0-2 the count to Kaiser Billingsley. Here comes the next pitch. And that one breaks. Curveball breaks in there for strike 3. So now up at the plate, Bladen Solis. Solis comes to the plate with a runner on third. Scores 10-1. Here we go. First pitch. Leto shows the bunt. Tried to pull back, but not in time for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Oh and 1. Next pitch. Taken for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Two outs. Weaver on third. Next pitch. Swung on. Strike 2. Here we go. 2 outs. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bladen Solis. Next pitch. Swung on, hit up the middle for a base hit. Blado's rounding second, short. The center fielder giving chase. Blado's going to hit the third, and he'll be up safe. So an RBI triple for Blayton Solis, and Littlefield throws up another run on the board. And now at the plate, number 18, Carlos Almonte. Here we go. Carlos comes to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on third. Littlefield finding some heart. First pitch is inside for ball 1. 1-0. Next pitch. Swung on and fouled off. Strike 1. One and one they count Almonte. It's 2 outs. Next pitch. Swung on, hit up the middle, but it right to the second baseman, who fields it and makes the throw in time. We're out number 3. That's going to do it for the 4th inning, ladies and gentlemen. Littlefield manages to throw up 2. Score is now 10-2. We'll be right back.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Brown Flying Service in Littlefield provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer full-service spraying and crop dusting for your agriculture operation. The Browns are longtime supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats and send them all the best in tonight's game. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We're now in the 5th inning of play. Littlefield managed to throw up 2 runs in the 4th inning, so kind of avoiding the run rule so far. But we're here in the 5th, so a lot could happen. We shall see. Up next for the Mustangs, number 12, Drake Cole. So a substitution for Shallowater. Drake coming off the bench, but let's see. He'll face CJ Weaver. Maybe. Oh, they're talking about substitutions. Should have did it before the inning started. Oh my goodness. Bruh. All right. Okay, let's see. Got Blayton Solis at third. I believe Gabe Mata at short. Dawson Atkins at second. Or no, Dawson's at first. Almonte. Looks like Almonte's from here, but it could also be Tate Clark. I don't know. One of them is out there, though. But here we go. Drake steps in. Let's see what happens. First pitch is high for ball 1. 1-0. Next pitch. High for ball 2. 2-0. Comes Weaver's next pitch. Misses the zone. Ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes to Drake. Next pitch. Misses for ball 4. 4 straight balls will send Drake Cole to first. And up to the plate, Cash McCravey. So Cash will come to the plate with no outs and a runner on first. Scores 10-2 here in the 5th. The top of the 5th, I should say. But here we go. Bunt is hit straight up. Jaden fields it, makes the throw, but not in time. So popped up bunt. It's the first out. And up next at the plate is number 7, Connor Shires. Connor at the plate with 1 out. And a runner on first. And here we go. First pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. 0-1. Next pitch underway. Hits the outside of the zone for strike 2. Good pitch right there from CJ. Next pitch. It's hit right up the middle for a base hit. And that one's going to get to the center field wall. Here comes a run for Shallowater. Connor heading to third. And he'll get himself an RBI triple. So an RBI from Connor will bring up to the plate number 25, Bryce Cooper. So Bryce comes to the plate. 1 out. And a runner on third. Let's see. Here comes CJ's first pitch. Misses the zone. Ball 1. 1-0. Next pitch underway. Swung on and missed for strike 1. 1's across the board now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Next pitch. Breaks in there. Diving play right there from Mata. The throw. It is in time, but Dawson misses it. And here comes the runner home. And the runner's going to score. What a play right there from Mata. Diving play, but Atkins just couldn't come up with the throw or with the catch. So a runner will score. Now there's a runner at first. The score is now 12-2. Not sure who's at the plate, but I'll get it to you as soon as I can. Here you go. First pitch. It's taken for ball 1. It's number 14. Here we go. Next pitch is in there. Strike 1. 1's across the board again. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first. That pitch misses the zone inside. Ball 2. Here we go. Next pitch underway. Misses outside for ball 3. 31 now the count. Here we go. Next pitch. Hits the zone. Strike 2. Full count now. Next pitch. Low and away. Ball 4. So there's now runners on second and first. And up next is number 8, Caleb Engel, to the plate for the Mustangs. Kid's beard bigger than mine. Here we go. First pitch. Misses the zone for ball 1. 1-0. Next pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. 1-1 now. To Mr. Engel. Next pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. So the count is 1-2 to Caleb Engel. Runners on first and second, and there's 1 out. Scores 12-2 here in the 5th. Time is called. Here we go. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And all runners advance. Kirk wasn't paying attention. But the runners will advance. So we got runners on second and third, but 2 outs. And up next is the 1-hole hitter, Maddox McDonald. So let's see. Maddox is 2 outs. First pitch, swung on and fouled off for strike 1. But you keep the hands inside. 0-1. The next pitch. Bounce off the backstop for ball 1. 1-1. Here comes the next pitch. Away for ball 2. Two and 1. The pitch stays high. 31. Next pitch is low for ball 4. Bases loaded now. And up now at the plate is number 4, Cruz Dixon. First pitch. Swung on straight back. Strike 1. Next pitch. Swung on. That's Payson giving chase. Drops it. And 2 runs will score. And just like that, the score is now 14-2. Another error for the Wildcats. Makes 5 errors on the night. Now there's a runner on second. And up now at the plate is number 20, Joaquin Para. There's going to be a courtesy runner in. Number 15, Witten Kincaid. We'll go to pinch run for, I think, Maddox McDonald. I'm lying. It's not Maddox. Cruz Dixon. All right. Or I lied. The score is not 14-2. Unfortunately, it is 15-2. Rip. There's 2 outs, though. There's a runner on second here in the 5th. Here we go. First pitch. Breaks in there for a not called strike 1. Ball 1. 1-0. Next pitch. Hits the batter. So runner will reach first. And now back to the plate for the Mustangs. Number 12, Drake Cole. Drake led off the inning for Shallowater. There's going to be a courtesy runner in for the catcher. Yeah, just know that. Can't see the number from here, unfortunately. But here we go, Drake Cole. All right. Maybe. There's 2 outs and a runner on first and second. Still in the 5th inning, the score is 15-2. First pitch. Hits the zone for strike 1. Next pitch underway. Nope. He's going to hold till time. And he will. The time is called. Count remains. No balls, 1 strike. Next pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. 0-2 now. There's 2 outs. That pitch is swung on and missed for a called strike 3. That's going to do it for Shallowater in the 5th. We head to the bottom of it. Scores 15-2. We'll be right back.
Have you been thinking about updating your home with a new remodel? If you are, the only call to make is to Eli Cueto of Durable Builds. Let us transform your house into your dream home. Durable Builds is insured and serves the entire area. We specialize in kitchen remodeling, but have experience in whole house renovations, including room additions, family, dining. Started on a personalized home remodel just for you.
Energy Fitness is Littlefield's newest 24-hour fitness center. With affordable monthly membership rates and never any contracts, Energy Fitness is for everyone. Whether you want to get in shape, lose weight, build muscle, or just stay in motion, Energy Fitness has something for you. We have free weights, a cardio room, 14-station strength circuit, turf area, and more. Located at 713 West Marshall Howard Boulevard in Littlefield. Call us at 806-551-2371 or visit energyfitnesslfd.com for more information.
back in, ladies and gentlemen. You're in the bottom of the 5th inning. The score is 15-2. Littlefield really trailing the Mustangs. If we can't throw up some runs, and the game will be over in 3. But let's see. Hopefully the Wildcats can find some fight. All right, leading off the inning for Littlefield is number 2, Gabe Mata. So let's see. All right. It looks like a new pitcher up there, but we'll see. First pitch, swung on, goes foul. 0-1. That is the new pitcher, I believe. Cruz. Here we go. 0-1. Next pitch. Hits Gabe. And the catcher. So Motto will reach first. And up next to the plate is the catcher, Jaden Kirkland. So Kirkland comes to the plate with no outs and a runner on first. Here we go. Little delay to make sure catcher's good. All right, here we go. Hopefully. All right. No outs. Motto on first. Score is 15-2. Let's see. First pitch to Kirk. In the dirt for ball 1. 0-1. Next pitch. Mata's going to steal. Throw, not in time. Mata gets himself another stolen bag. So 2-0 is the count to Kirkland with a base runner in scoring position. Go. Next pitch. Swung on. And then he gets through. Mata will hold at third. And Jaden gets himself a base hit. And up next to the plate, the left fielder, number 28, Payson Villarreal. So Kaysen comes to the plate with no outs, runners on the corner. Not sure what's happening. Might be a pitching change, but we'll see. Maybe just a little coaches meeting at the mound. I don't want to go into commercial break because you never know how long these things take. Sometimes they're fast, sometimes they're long. All right. All right, everyone goes back. Gabe Motto goes to third. Jaden Kirkland on first. There's no outs. Littlefield trailing 15-2. 3 runs to keep, or 4 runs to keep playing is what we need. But here we go. Here comes set. Here comes his first pitch. Swung on. Goes foul. 0-1. Here comes the next pitch. Inside. Strike 1. Or strike 2. 0-2 the count. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on, and it'll go foul. Count remains 0-2. Runners are still on the corners. Here we go. Pitcher set. Next pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Casing goes down swinging. 1 out. And up next to the plate, number 20, Anastasio Ayala. So Ayala comes to the plate. 1 out. Runners on the corners. Back pick attempt. Not in time. There we go. 0-0 still. Just set. First pitch. It's taken. The throw. In time. It was in time, but I thought he got him out. It doesn't matter. Littlefield scores a run. Gabe Mata comes in the score. And Jaden Kirkland still safe. So the score is 15-3. All right. 1-0 is the count. Next pitch. Swung on. Hit to the second baseman. Gloves it. Makes the throw in time for out number 2. There's now 2 outs. Base runner on third. Littlefield still trails 15-3. We need 3 runs if we want to keep playing. If not, that'll end the game. Keep passing the stick. First pitch. Swung on and fouled off. Strike 1. 0-1's the count. Like I said, there's still 2 outs. Jaden Kirkland on third. But we need 3 runs to keep playing. Next pitch. It's taken for ball 1. 1-1. Next pitch. Taken for ball 2. So 21's the count. Pitcher comes set. Next pitch. Hit. And that's going to get down for a base hit. The runner will score. So an RBI single for Dawson. Brings in Jaden Kirkland. 15-4 is now the score. Littlefield starting to battle back. At the plate, number 32, C.J. Weaver. So Weaver is at the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first. 2 more runs to keep playing. First pitch. Swung on. Goes foul. 0-1 the count. Dawson on first still. Next pitch. In the dirt. Ball 1. 1-1 is your count. 2 outs still. You're in the bottom of the 5th. Littlefield trailing 15-4. There's a balk. There's a hit right there by CJ, but it doesn't matter. We'll take the extra bag. Count remains a 1-1. Count remains 1-1, like I said. The balk. Dawson ends up on second. So here we go. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mr. Weaver. Next pitch underway. Outside, misses the zone for ball 2. Good call right there by Blue. .21's the count. Next pitch. Swung on. Third baseman misses it. And CJ gets himself the first. Littlefield passing the sticks. And up next to the plate, number 4, Kaiser Billingsley. Kaiser comes to the plate with 2 outs, runners on the corner. So here we go. CJ on first, Dawson on third. First pitch, swung on, gets through. Base hit for Kaiser, scores a run. Now it's a 10-point game. Now at the plate, number 6, Blayton Solis. We get 1 more run and we get to keep playing. Here we go. 2 outs. First pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. 0-1 your count. Next pitch. Swung on and fouled off for strike 2. 0-2 now the count to Blayton. Passing the sticks. And like I said, scored run. Keep playing. If not, this will be game. Next pitch. Sit up the middle to the second baseman who tags his base. And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Your final score here in Littlefield, 15-5. And so now for the district rankings, Shallowater still remains first place, but they move to a record of 7-0. Littlefield will move to 3-4, and we'll see what that ranking looks like after tonight's games finish playing. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in here on West 11 Sports and Media. I'm Gabe Montalvo, wishing you a great night.
This Littlefield High School baseball broadcast on the Littlefield Sports Network has been brought to you by the following Wildcats and Lady Cats supporters. The Littlefield Independent School District, First United Bank of Littlefield, Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, Hillcrest Funeral Home, Wiley Implement and Spray Center. Also by Durable Builds, the Lance Insurance Agency, Brown Flying Service, Always Towing, Energy Fitness, and First Federal Bank, Littlefield. This is West 11 Sports Media, your home for Littlefield High School sports.